His mother walked into a country club with pride. Minutes later she was humiliated in front of billionaires. What her son the CEO did next, no one saw it coming. The valet barely had time to open her door before Gloria Samuels stepped out of the black Lincoln Navigator, clutching her leather purse with both hands. She didn't wear labels, but everything about her said quality: clean lines, pressed seams, and dignity in every step. Her hat was white, wide-brimmed with a ribbon that matched her shoes, a church hat. The kind her late husband always complimented her on. Greenwich Country Club sat quiet under a cloudless sky. Derek told her this lunch would be low-key, just come on, no big speeches, just a quiet toast after the signing. She was proud of him, of what he'd built, a logistics empire that had grown from one warehouse in Trenton to a nationwide supply chain infrastructure. And today it was about to become part of something much larger, the Hathaway Group. Old money, deep roots, but Gloria didn't care about all that. She came to support her son. She came because he asked. She barely made it past the marble steps before a woman in a navy blue uniform stepped in front of her, blocking her path. "Excuse me," the woman said. "No." Smile deliveries and staff use the back entrance. Gloria tilted her head, confused. "I'm here for lunch with my son Derek Samuels." The woman didn't blink. "Yes. Well, if you're with staff or catering, it's policy. The rear access is on the left." Gloria blinked slowly. It wasn't the first time someone assumed, but it never stopped stinging. "I'm not staff, I'm a guest from across the patio." Derek Samuels had just raised his glass. His eyes scanned the lawn, found his mother, and noticed the uniformed woman's posture. Something tightened in his chest. Gloria took a breath, trying to stay composed. "You can check the list. My name is Gloria Samuels. My son is one of the owners meeting here today." Before the woman could respond, a crisp voice sliced through the conversation like glass dragging across tile. "Well, I suppose they let anyone in these days," said Victoria Hathaway, her pearls resting heavily against her blouse. "Are we letting the cleaning staff dine with us now?" Several heads turned. One man chuckled under his breath. Derek's jaw shifted. He was mid-toast, still holding the champagne flute. But his smile had vanished. He set the glass down slowly. His colleagues noticed the change in his expression. One of the Hathaway sons, Bradley, the youngest, gave a nervous laugh and said she was probably joking. Was already moving. Gloria glanced upward, her face composed, though her grip on her purse tightened. Victoria had already turned away, not giving a second thought to the words she had just tossed out. For her, it was routine, nothing unusual. Derek walked directly to his mother, resting a hand gently on her shoulder, locking eyes with her. "You all right?" he asked. She gave a small nod, even though she wasn't. "I don't want to cause a scene, baby." "I know," he replied. "But I will." He turned to the uniformed employee. "This is my mother. You just disrespected the most important person in this entire place." The woman parted her lips, but nothing came out. Her cheeks turned red. Derek didn't need to shout. His voice remained level. He led Gloria back to the SUV, opened the door himself, and helped her into the passenger seat. Before he could shut the door, she reached out and held his arm. "Don't let this ruin your big day," she said softly. He looked at her firmly. "You are the big day." Then, gently, he closed the door and walked back up the marble steps with a steady calm. One that barely concealed the fire building inside. It had been building beneath the surface, and what Derek did just a few hours later would ripple through boardrooms, headlines, and households across the country. Inside the dining hall, Derek's chair remained empty. The pen placed beside a thick folder of documents sat untouched, the final paperwork representing over a year of meetings, revisions, and corporate planning. This was the day it was all supposed to come together. A champagne tower sparkled by the window, and every detail was ready, except Derek. The atmosphere shifted as soon as he returned. Not with noise or drama, but with that dense, uneasy stillness that arrives before a storm. No one wanted to be the first to speak. "Everything all right?" asked Preston Ward, Hathaway Group's general counsel, his tone measured and wary. The way someone speaks when sensing a disaster but not its source. Derek didn't respond at first. He took in the room, the executives, the Hathaway family, the attorneys. And then his eyes settled on Victoria Hathaway. She was still sipping her wine, slightly turned in her seat, legs elegantly crossed, as though none of it had affected her. Not only did she appear at ease, she looked confident, certain this deal was done. That money had paved over any cracks. Derek stepped behind his chair, resting both hands on its back without sitting. "I'd like to say something," he began. A few heads turned. The room didn't quiet, it went still. "You all understand what this merger represented, not just for our firms, but for markets, for future infrastructure in this nation. This deal could have reshaped everything." He paused, scanning the room slowly. "But I won't be signing it." A few moments of silence passed, then whispers, puzzled glances. Someone muttered, "Wait, what?"